Hi friends, and I hope you had a very good trading day. We definitely had a good day. Okay, uh, let me just share you what we had discussed yesterday and then how we traded. So as we had mentioned, if price sustains below this, we look for short, and these were the levels here also. Morning, if you see, first 15 minutes, I had mentioned that first 15 minutes I will not probably trade. And then around 9:30 we would be looking for trades. So we got a good put side trade. It bounced back from this blue line, which was our probably our buying levels. It came back here again, and then went below this red line, which we shorted, and we had a couple of trade puts here twice, I think, and made good profit. This was shared in all the groups, in the WhatsApp groups, and then we had a price move above this blue line, and then we went long. It was stuck for some time. In the last, I think, 1.5 hour or maybe a 1 hour, we a good momentum we are able to capture, and this trade we closed in few minutes. What we had discussed yesterday, we had mentioned if price sustains above this blue line, this trend line, price may tend to test above levels of 23 to 600, and if price stays below this particular trend line. Okay, I'm making this simple. This is not the way actually we should be really trading. Or rather, what I am going to say is this not just a we cannot just look at this candles, less lines, and think that we have to look at big players data, how the big players are performing, and then trade accordingly. But we can see sensibly that big players have taken it above the trend line. They wanted to be on the positive side. Now price is around 22,160. Tomorrow, if price is able to sustain above these levels, I will look for longs. Target could be somewhere close to 22,400 to 22,580, 600 levels. So now you are ask me, oh, is the price going to move 400 points, 500 points, Nifty? Yes, possible. Now, the other thing is today, yes, it was a bias market. Tomorrow might be a slightly flat considering the big move today happened and also looking at the option chain. Let's look at the option chain, what we can see. Here we can see clearly spot price around 22 to 50. Okay. If you see, there's a lot of call writers on the sorry, there are writers on the call side. They are very confident that market will not move about 22,500 and 22,700 and 22,3,000 heavy writing of calls. Correct? Of course, there will be hedges, which have also been written. However, most of these writers call side possibly may have to exit tomorrow. Okay. Because if you notice the data, the writers on the put side have increased. Okay. Also, basis our chart, we are it prices above the blue line. Correct. But tomorrow being a Sensex expiry, I'm looking at the Sensex option chain also. It is not giving me big confidence that market Sensex will try to move up. Okay. However, still I have looking at these two strikes. If there is a price, I cannot say that it may move above this level because being an expiry, options should primarily get more. But if 73,000 call moves above 1183, sorry, yeah, 1,180, 1,190, Huge possibility of it to cross, hit 1,700 levels. Okay. Whereas put side 71,500 moves above 720, big possibility that it can hit 1,080 levels. Now, if I look at the Sensex charts, okay, Sensex charts also, if you see, is almost same, right? If you see, it is at a strong, what do you say, support area, or rather, I guess I don't say support area at the same price where market has tried to move down. This red candle and then green and then red, almost the same where it's come and then looks like taking a support. Okay, but being an expiry, I would slightly be careful on Sensex and also Nifty because writers may try to squeeze the prices tomorrow because they want to make money. Somebody who is investing huge for one lot, investing around 20,000 to 1 lakh, or sorry, 50,000, he is not going to just like that allow the market to move. The price has to, option writer has to make money tomorrow. So considering that, I would be away from Nifty and Sensex. I'm giving one reason where I'm saying that I'm probably be away from these indices. Basis one, the data, basis a lot of other reasons. Now, which is that then I will look at trading? I will look at Bank Nifty mostly. Okay. Bank Nifty is above the blue line. So the next time possibly uh, looking, let's see, I'm just calculating how much 2000, 2,300 points gap down open today, around 2,000 levels. Okay. Now, tomorrow, if price will not just move up, we always know that. Most of you are now very intelligent to observe. Market will try to come down, test, bring in again puts, and possibly then probably start moving up. This might be the pattern I expect. Now, this might be a very good trade if 50,300 moves above 1,260. 1,886 might be the target. Whereas if market price 49,300 put moves about 260, then 1,895 might be the target, and then second target as well. So this big possibility is there tomorrow, but we will have to see whether the market cools down after all the tweets and Trump news, tariff news, etc. Okay, if China does not back down, its goods will be. So he is threatening China. So China is not definitely going to retaliate. So bearishness may continue, however, basis the charts and data, everything, and where operators, our operators indicator, I have a feeling the market should be upside. Okay. Stocks, I am slightly not going to maybe go full on, but however, index, I think per se, I would be Nifty IT has covered well, and then let's look at Nifty 50, then Nifty Mid Cap 100, Nifty Public Sector Bs, FMCG, FMCG nice good candle, green candle. So normally FMCG, this has to be good the market because not much of impact. Though yes, impact of tariff is going to be there, but generally they tend to sustain. Metals have hit very badly. Reality also to some extent. Infrastructure and financial services. So these are the indices movement. As I said, metals have not recovered. Reality also has not recovered to large extent. So these two sectors seems to be still weak. Market, we will have to keep an eye on this and see if we get good shorting opportunities then. And we need to also see whether the big players will try to take the market up. Now I was also trying to look at one indices, FMCG, mid cap, almost they are all still, almost all India sectors are hit badly. Yes, of course. So this is our view for tomorrow. I have shared you the Bank Nifty and Sensex levels. I will be probably cautious on Sensex. I might even avoid Nifty, but I will definitely try and focus on Bank Nifty. Okay. So uh, stocks, I think there is a very good time when market falls. This is that, and market is highly volatile, of course. This is a very good time, in fact, to invest in your favorite stocks. So please do your own research, decide basis the data charts and your favorite stock and the risk you can take. So this is it from for now. Thanks for all joining in. God bless you all. Take care and bye bye. If you have any queries, please do mention in the chat box. We will try and answer your queries. Okay. Uh, I of course have not drawn the Sensex. Uh, let's look at the charts. 74,600. I think we should see. Let us see how it moves. Whether another green big candle here and touch these levels or cover the gap also. So thanks for all joining in. Good day.